Ugh, 3 years doing this. I'm tired. Hey everybody! JK Calloway here at Real JK Calloway, coming at you with the results for this week's hashtag skirmish game. Our 3-year anniversary game, by the way. And this week we played hashtag show appreciation in 4 words. Thank you everyone for playing along. It was a lot of fun seeing your responses to this. And I did recruit some help for the 3-year game because I can't do it on my own. It's a huge game. It's a huge milestone or something. I don't know. But we did have some awesome co-hosts in at TLC Princess, at McMahon of the Peep, at Molly Cocktail, and at Charlie_CK14. 4 of my favorites, 4 people that have hosted before with me on the skirmish have co-hosted. So huge thank you to those 4. We also wanted to get at Angry Ref involved, but either slept through the game or lost power or something. I don't know, I haven't talked to him yet, but he didn't play along. Not a big deal. We had 4 other awesome people, so thank you everyone for playing along. It's going to be a fun one, so let's get right into it. Our top 10 for this week's 3-year anniversary game for hashtag skirmish. Hashtag show appreciation in 4 words. Number 10 comes from at Elizette Zamora. I'll pay your lunch. Is there anything better than free food in this world? I haven't found it yet. But this is actually a really great way to show appreciation to, especially someone at work. Like if someone's helping you out or whatnot, you buy them lunch for a day. It's a lot cheaper than, covering a shift for them or something. Because screw that. Number 9 comes from at Stormin on Norman. Show empathy and compassion. Practically foreign terms these days, aren't they? It's an important thing to remember, especially on Twitter. People are there literally just to push buttons and get reactions, so when you find someone who can do these kind of things, you latch onto them and you become their friend because they're good people. And those are few and far between these days, depressingly. Ugh. Number 8 comes from it. Aloha Waya. Bake you a cake. What's maybe a little bit more time consuming, but cheaper than buying someone a lunch? Making them some lunch. Or dessert. I mean, if a cake is someone's lunch, then they have bigger issues than maybe you want to delve into. Number 7 comes from that girl in her PJs. Call your parents grandparents. I'm guilty of this one. I don't call my mom or dad nearly as much as I should, and I certainly don't call my grandma often at all. I really should, because it's my last grandparent. But everyone's so damn busy, including me, I've got the kids, and I'm on my computer way too much for a 37-year-old. And they're busting their ass working every day, too. They're coming up on 60, and they've, I think, got a decent nest egg going, but I don't think they're going to retire anytime soon. But I should still bug them as much as I can, Number 6 comes from at Susie_Lizzie M. You smile, I smile. Literally the cheapest thing you can do, and unless it's in a weird context, people will appreciate a smile. I mean, unless it's to a stranger on the street. This is creepy. One of the most common complaints I always hear from women is when they get told to smile by a dude. It's like, fuck you. That is really weird. It's like, why aren't you smiling? It's like, none of your business. Give me some money, I'll smile. Number 5 comes from at Dean DeLee. On Twitter, hit like and retweet. In real life, make me dude. Obviously I don't know you, but let me be the one to tell you from the guys that have tried. We're trying our best. If that's an issue, you've got this voice thing. Communicate. All of you women folk are just so different, and you like different things, and different things work for you. So we're kind of like just searching around and seeing what works. Just tell us where to focus, and also where not to focus. will get you there. Unless you got daddy issues, then just date older dudes. Number 4 comes from at OMG Brooke Berry. Proud to be weird. Sometimes you just have to compliment someone on being strange, you know? And for their ability to be brave by not being conformist, I guess. Depends on their level of weird. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people that are just weird because they saw it on TV, so they copy it. I've met plenty of people that are just straight up strange. And they're my favorite people. It's just original and wonderful. I would try to be more strange, but I'm just lazy. T-shirt, hat. So I was busy editing my video. I'm at work right now. Don't tell anybody I do that at work, but I was busy getting screenshots from the tweets played that I chose to be part of the top 10, and someone decided to delete the tweet I chose for the number 3 spot. What the crap? Now I could figure out how to get a screenshot from a deleted tweet, but frankly I'm too lazy and they decided to delete, so you're no longer in the top 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that spot to a really good friend of mine who actually kind of wish I'd asked to co-host with me as well. Add her to the list of co-hosts because she's been one of the coolest people. She's been very supportive of me. So, number 3 comes from at Kesha Tedder. Positive compliment to someone. There was a plane going ahead, so I do apologize for that, but I had to choose one quick, and there's no one better on the earth than Kesha. She's extremely supportive to everybody. Been a huge fan of mine, and I have hers for pretty much the entire time I've been on Twitter. So thank you, Kesha, for playing along, and thank you for being so supportive. I damn sure appreciate you. Number 2 comes from at Mama Bridgie. Doing dishes after dinner. This is my job in the house. Granted, I usually let them soak overnight and then do them in the morning. Don't want her to get too big of a head. But yeah, after a nice meal, it is a nice gesture to just take care of the dishes, you know? It's one of those things I've done more and more as I've gotten older, whether it's just with my immediate family in the house here, or if I'm on vacation with my family. I try to be that guy as much as I can be without, you know, sacrificing my lazy time, which takes up most of my day. But it is a lovely way to show appreciation, so well played. Now, before we get to our number 1, here are a few honorable mentions from your host at RealJK Calloway, as well as our co-hosts at TLC Princess, at McMahon of the Peep, at Molly Cocktail, and at Charlie_CK14. One from me, retweeted all of you. I wish that were completely true. I try to retweet as much as I can, at least the stuff I think is clever and funny. If you're a dick, I'm not gonna retweet you. Sorry. But really, I try to do the first half hour after the game starts. I try to go nuts retweeting as best I can. For all of you that host and or just retweet like crazy, you know that actually kind of gets tiring. It really does. Like, I want to retweet everybody, but at a certain point my eyes don't want to look at a screen anymore. So half hour. I try to always go half hour at least. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. Be on time. One from at TLC Princess. Start with thank you. Simple and to the point. Not much else you have to do other than just say thanks, you know? Now, there's always ways you could say thank you without saying it out loud. One from at McMahon of the Peep. Jacket over puddle, milady. Chivalry. I can honestly say I've never done this because then I have to walk with the jacket. Just stupid. But yeah, if I ever come across a puddle and I'm walking with a lady, I'll direct her to go around the puddle. Or I'll take the big step over and grab her hand and help her jump over. You know, teamwork, like. I'm not gonna sacrifice my jacket though. Then she'll just push the jacket into the puddle, and then not only her foot will be wet, but my jacket will be soaked. It doesn't make sense, is my point. If it's a like legit puddle that's tiny, sack up and step through it. Chivalry. One from at Molly Cocktail. Pillow Fort and Snuggles. Oh, to be 14 again. This would be fun, just like a surprise, like, hey, let's play and be silly, and it would be great if we ever had the opportunity, but you know, 2 kids. If we try to build a pillow fort, that sumbitch is coming down. Yeah, cuddles are always good. Can't beat a cuddle sesh. And one from @Charlie_CK14. Give them a GIF. Well, that's good and horrifying. Apparently I destroy everything with indifference in my eyes. Like a cat. They're all assholes. And our number 1 for this week's hashtag skirmish 3-year celebration game comes from @Lurpy. She's my true north. That's just a great way to put that. Like, I'm angry I've never actually said it out loud. That's a brilliant line. It really is a great line. It's a wonderful, kind of out-of-the-box way of saying how much someone means to you. And, yeah, I'm jealous that you came up with it. If you have a lady, she should appreciate you. There it is, my friends, our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game, our 3-year celebration, hashtag show appreciation in 4 words. Thank you everyone for playing along. Lots and lots of fun reading through all the responses. I really do appreciate you guys playing along with me for 3 freaking years. And let's start marching toward 4. Yeah. A huge thank you to the co-hosts this week, @TLC Princess, @McMahon of the Peep, Molly Cocktail, and @Charlie_CK14. They are awesome. They retweeted like crazy, like they always do for their own games and the ones they co-host. I really appreciate all you. You're all awesome. Plugs for the co-hosts. Make sure you do go ahead and follow @TLC Princess and her 2 games, @ICanHash, which gets played on Wednesdays, as well as @Serious Girl Gang, which gets played on Thursdays. Both games are killer. The Serious Girl Gang game, that's hard to say. Serious Girl Gang game. Serious Girl Gang game. That's difficult. Try it yourself at home. Serious Girl Gang game. Actually, I helped them create that. Not really. They were already a group of close friends, and I just mentioned the fact that they should start a game, and they did, and it kills every time. So, yay! Love that game. So badass. Man of the Peep has hashtag You're It. It doesn't have its own handle or anything. He just plays it on his own personal handle. It's been going longer than mine, or at least as long as mine. I think he's been going longer. So it's an outstanding game. Gets played every single Tuesday. It's one I always look forward to, and it's killer. Make sure you go ahead and follow him and play along on Tuesdays. Molly Cocktail has @Super Fun Time Club, which is, I think, is at the end CL1 at the end of the handle, since there's not enough room. But every single Sunday. It's a really fun game, fairly newish. It might be been going for a good year now, so I enjoy playing along with that game when I see it, so check it out. Charlie_CK14, one of my very first co-hosts 3 years ago, close to it. She's her own game @Two Girls and a Tag, which is still kind of gross, but it is a really funny tag. She co-hosts with @SpenceByUs. They play every single Wednesday night. Make sure you check that one out. They every single time. Their tags are always really clever, and they interact like crazy. Make sure you check that one out too. And again, all the co-hosts this week and everyone who played along, thank you so much for supporting me over 3 years. You guys are awesome. I love you. If you do download the hashtag Roundup app, it has a bunch of the games I mentioned, as well as hashtag Skirmish. We play at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. And of course, for me, hit that subscribe button, because then I can keep on making these videos, giving shout outs, and having a lot more fun for the next 3 years. My name is JK Calloway. I appreciate you all so much, you have no idea, and we'll talk to you next time. Mwah.